Alright. I told y'all niggas, man, just give me a second, man. Told y'all niggas give me a second, man. Told y'all niggas give me a hot second, man. Told y'all I needed a young second. Needed a young minute just to get my swag on. Hold it. Oh shit. Hey, my phone was about to die, gang. My phone was about to die. So now let me just put this on my WhatsApp. Just want to put it on my WhatsApp that the radio show is like started. And then I'll just clip everything like afterwards. I'll just clip the show and all of that jazz like afterwards. 100. Oh, fuck. Oh. Fuck. Damn, niggas. We having technical difficulties, nigga. Bear with me, nigga. Bear with me. Let me put on that motherfucking intro so long, nigga. Sometimes I feel a sensation of undescribable words, undescribable rhythms when I find myself lost in these chasms. It's the open source radio show. The status of the title is work in progress. I haven't finalized it yet. It's free radio. It's for you. It's for me. And for everybody else around the world that's interested in tapping into the frequency that we trying to push over here. So yeah, enjoy. All right, folks. Thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for bearing with a baby boy. Yeah, I put that shit up. Now, where were we? Merci. I probably got kicked out for being idle for too long. Oh, I didn't. All right, man. Okay, the game audio is still there, so I guess for the sake of should I just play the backing track while I'm doing my shit? You know, fuck it, man. Fuck that. Nah. So okay, cool. Antanai. Yeah. So let's get into the nitty gritty, nigga. Really so first of all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, niggas and nigglets, le chicken, le jadayons, le chameleons. What's going on? How's y'all doing? What kind of night are y'all having tonight? You know, did you have a good day? Did you have a bad day? Coming back from Spain? Did you go to Spain? Oh, yes, Gala. How was uni? You feel me? All that. For me, I had a busy day. Very productive, but also quite stressful if I do say so myself. Yeah, man, quite stressful if I do say so myself. The reason why I say that shit was stressful was because I walked 10,000 steps, dude. Yeah, I walked 10,000 steps today, and the thing about the 10,000 steps is, niggas didn't even like. I wasn't even outside, bro. I wasn't even outside, dude. Nikile jachting. 10,000 steps. Not even was I just in jachting. I was inside the house when I tried the 10k steps. Yeah, cause like boy, getting ready for exams and stuff there by uni, it's getting steep, boy. Second year is it's not child's play, gang. It's not child's play. The pressure's up. I don't know. I think I'm starting to realize that also it's probably one of those things where it's like the workload is probably still relatively just about the same as it was last year, but there's more just a general pressure of like I need to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Cause niggas failed a module last year, so it's like I ain't trying to repeat that shit. So yeah. And also fun fact for all niggas that are in first year, if you have never failed, if you fail and you wanna shop a rewrite and you have like NAFSAS or whatever, you gotta pay for that yourself. NAFSAS is not gonna cover that if you have to like rewrite for your papers and whatnot. And they won't even tell you. They'll tell you like after you're done writing. They'll be like on some calm-ish. They'll be like, boy, we gonna need a couple band for that. Obviously, how much it is depends on the institution you go to. I'm not gonna divulge which institution I go to for obvious reasons, cause nigga, y'all don't know me like that. So, yeah. But yeah, without further ado, we could get into the show. Niggas actually planned like the show better than before. I know one of the topics I had on the books was getting into it. What they call this thing, bruh? Hunter virus. The Hunter virus outbreak. So if you're tapped in right now, there's a thing going on in the world. There's an outbreak right now, which is called the Hunter virus. It originated in Korea. I'm not sure if it's north or south. I don't remember honestly, but yeah, they said Korea. It was like a river that was in Korea, and basically the outbreak happened on a boat, on a cruise ship actually. So think of like my MSC level. So yeah, I feel okay, cool, sharp MSC yona yava, which is also wild too, because it's like, why y'all driving the cruise ship up a river? You feel me? Wouldn't you want to only cruise through open water? Maybe it was a shortcut through to go somewhere else. Maybe it was like from one open body to another, but they just went through a river. That's the only logical reason that I could think of. The virus itself is actually, fuck you, nigga, what? The virus itself is actually compiled of a family of viruses. I'm not sure if it's like 20, but it's like a couple of viruses like all together that make up this like whole thing. And then another thing also is it is passed and spread through from contact from rodents, specifically rats, right? So I remember seeing that and I was like, that is very interesting, especially because it's a family of viruses as opposed to just a singular virus. You know what I mean? It made me think of Resident Evil, which is actually crazy because of this Porsche I'm driving. I don't know if y'all Bruce played the new Resident Evil 9. You see where I'm going with this, right? So anyway, Resident Evil, right? That's what it made me think of. I was like, Antana, there's some Resident Evil type beat. Because I'm like, you know how like in the Resident Evil animated movies, there'll be a situation like there is a Resident Evil movie that go down like this, where literally this brew is at the airport. And then patient zero, which is another word for like a person that's carrying the infection, is like patient zero. So like patient zero comes there by the airport, which is also wild because it's like, how did you get out the airplane without them seeing that you are clearly not looking like normal? You know, you're pale, you know, you're maybe bleeding profusely somewhere, somehow. You turning gray and all that, you know, your eyes is getting
You know, your veins are starting to bulge and alles, you know, but there you are, there you are with your big self, patient zero, just out there. I fed you. Patient zero does their thing, they do their thing, whatever, everything is cool. And then how, dog, after that, say balumana rako airport, balumana bajana, and then now there's an outbreak, you feel me? So for me, it gave me that type of vibe when they talked about how, like, the people that got this thing were on a cruise ship, and also on the news they were asking questions like, Vele, you know, is this gonna put us at risk of it being a coronavirus like type of like thing as far as the outbreak is concerned? And the brew said, this guy was like, nah, it's not that deep, it's not that stuff. Whole time I was like, you know, them rats. I'm like, man, I don't know, dog, I don't know, you know what I mean? It seems interesting that you'd say that, because it makes you wonder, like, okay, where do you mostly find rats? Right? What kind of people do you find in those areas? Right. I'm not saying anything. The stories write themselves, man. I'm just relaying what's going on. So that was what they were saying on the news. I was like, that's interesting. Okay. Then I went about my business and I was like, cool, man. I was like, cool. And then it turns out also here, one of these like carriers or one of these infected people ended up here at Owatambe Airport actually. And then yeah, dog, you know, they didn't mess around though. Shout out to the people that work at Owatambe. They didn't mess around. They, like, you know, put that brew in the quarantine zone, you feel me? Patted that brew down, did what needed to be done. Well, brew or Han, I'm not sure. They didn't actually specify like what kind of person it was. So yeah, man, that's what happened. And yeah, dog, that's what was up. That is what was up. So yeah, that's the Hunter virus done and absolutely dusted. It brings to mind though, you know, that like if there was a new virus, do y'all think it would be something that's like premeditated on their part? And also, what's up with these viruses and coming from Asia? Because coronavirus was like, you know, I'm thinking it's more my biochemical warfare level, but I'm probably reaching. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, I'm thinking it's biological warfare. That's my personal theory. A game theory. Anyway, moving on, man. So yeah, dog. If they do have like a virus type of situation, it does bring and call into question. You know, what do you think is something that you'd want to get out of the way if there was another, like, you know, coronavirus level disease that was like spreading? You know what I mean? Do you think you would be better prepared for chilling inside the house this time around, given, you know, what happened last time, or do you think you'd still be like unprepared? Interesting spin on it, right? You know, usually you people would ask you, you know, would you panic and what, but I'm just like, you know, if they told you like ahead of time that like, okay, we're gonna close down all the streets, maybe they say we're gonna give you guys like, well, my 5 days, and they say, okay, 5 days, and then we're closing down, you know, stuff outside, and y'all gotta stay in the house, man. Do you think that you would be ready? Do you think that you would be ready? Do you think that you'd be able to hold it down? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that you'd be able to hold it down? You'd be able to bust down like, I'd like to think, yeah, man. If it hit like now, bruh, I can't lie, dog. I'd be nah. I think I'm prepared, man. Got a sketch pad, got a camera, got like Wi-Fi. You feel me? Cause the first time when it happened, dude, I didn't even have Wi-Fi, bro. Yeah, how crazy that was. There was a young stint in the pandemic, and I didn't even have Wi-Fi, bro. Things were crazy, but yes, dog. I was lucky that we got Wi-Fi. Crazy times, but yeah, that's the Hunter virus done and dusted, man. The rest of the thoughts is up to y'all, since I'm not getting any engagement. You feel me? So yeah. I was also thinking of how to make a segment on the show that actually incorporates like a live audience into the whole thing. But given that I don't have like a live audience yet, or at least the people that are watching are like hella quiet and whatnot, I don't mind the lurkers or like whatever. It's calm. But with that said, what was I about to say, bro? Trying to figure out where I'm gonna drive to. So yeah, that's the Hunter virus, and yeah, 2020 it was crazy, having a stint in the pandemic and not actually having like Wi-Fi, which is, yeah, man, now people are like obviously like, yo, you didn't have Wi-Fi, that's crazy. And then of course there's some people that might be watching this like, yo, I always had Wi-Fi at my crib, and it's like, nigga, we ain't on my side of the world, nigga, we ain't always had that shit. You know what I'm saying? There was a time, nigga, where, yeah, bro, niggas ain't had that shit. Like you only had that shit if you were, I guess, one of the people that, like, I don't know, maybe like your parents have a specific use case for like having Wi-Fi at crib all the time, and then that's how you got it. The rest of us, it was like you couldn't really convince your parents to get like Wi-Fi and shit like that, because it was like, why should I even get it? You know, I'm already paying for this and that and the third and blah 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 blah. So yeah, man, crazy times, man, crazy times. But ooh, things are different now. Things are very, very different now, which goes into the second topic, which is a free will, man. So like, what was the specific angle I wanted to tackle with like free will? Hold up, I'll have to check. What was the angle we were trying to attack with free will? Oh yeah, so talking about how you can get a lot done in like a couple of years, a couple of weeks, and also a couple of months. And just thinking about how like you can really change quite a bit, you know what I mean? Obviously it's not like that for every single person, but yeah, dog, if you have the, dare I say, privilege of being able to do so, you can really change quite a bit, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Sometimes people think like, yo, I don't have a lot of time to like do stuff, but it's like, yo, 24 hours in a day is like hella time. You know how many minutes that is? You know what I mean? Like, go look it up. Go check right now, bro. How many minutes are like in a day? How many seconds are in a day? You feel me? How many minutes are in a week? You feel me? And like, yeah, so to illustrate this example of like free will and how you can get a lot of stuff done within a week or like a couple of months, right? For example, right now I am top 4,000 or 5,000 players in Trackmania in South Africa. I don't even play the game like that, bro. I don't play the game like that. In Street Fighter, I am I'm like Diamond 5, and I also have like maybe 2 other characters in Master Rank, which is like, if you're in Master Rank, you're basically like a very small, you're like maybe 3% of the whole player base that plays the game, right? Which is kind of wild, you know what I mean? And it's like, maybe if all you play is fighting games, you won't think it's that crazy that like, hey, you got to like the highest rank, maybe, if you do have it, until you go somewhere and maybe you play against like a lot of other people, and then it kind of puts that into perspective. And then at the same time, it's like niggas is also trying to like learn how to make beats. I literally designed I designed what they call this thing for the radio show. I designed like an overlay, like I made my own personal overlay, and I redesigned it in like one day. You know what I mean? Just to show you, you feel me, like that thing of like, hey, you know, I mean, I didn't literally make it just to illustrate that, but it's just something I thought of like post doing all that like, hey, bro, there's a lot of stuff you can get done in like a couple weeks, couple months. You feel me? So like, yeah, dog, you know, use your time to the fullest, dog. You only live once. Use your time to the fullest, bro. Use time to the fullest, bro. All the ideas that you have, bruh. You feel me? Put the work in, man. Put the work in. Yeah, man. Yeah. If you got enough time to doom scroll on your phone, dog, I'd argue that you have a bit of time to do, you feel me, something that you want $1. That's like a plan that you got, you know. Obviously depending on the scope of your plan, you feel me. If you're trying to buy an M3, I don't know how you gonna do that. I'm talking about like pretty manageable things. I'm not talking about if you want to buy an M3. It's like, nigga, I don't know. I don't know how to, you feel me. But like, yeah, I'm just talking about like if you want to get into drawing or something like that. It's like, yeah, bro, you got enough time to doom scroll. You probably got enough time to get on your ish and like go and what is this, to go and draw, like whatever have you. I think that's a good way to spend your time. Yeah, so that's what makes free will so interesting. Is just the plethora of things that you can do. And also I think that's another thing also that comes as something that you could enjoy if you're someone that finds yourself experiencing a lot of like solitude in the absence of people. Is like you'll start realizing when you're not caught up with like hella social stuff all the time, you'll probably realize like, yo, there's gang time in a day and there's gang time in a week, you know, provided obviously you're not working every day and whatever. I mean, like in your downtime and like whatever, you know. But you'll start to realize, hey boy, there's gang time, you know what I mean, there's gang time. But yeah, I think it's also okay though if you don't want to, you feel me, do any of that shit. I think that's cool too. Like, fuck it, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a thing of like, you know, if you don't want to do that shit, like, you're wasting time. And like, yeah, cool, man, it's your time, and yeah, you can do what you want. It is your time after all, you feel me. And nigga, I ain't God, nigga. I ain't begile. Say what you want to say. Begile. Fun fact, this is the same, well, it's not the same one, but it's this is based on the Mitsubishi Eclipse. If you don't know what that means when I say it like that, it's the same car that Paul Walker was driving in Fast and the Furious 1. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Anyway, free will is a really cool thing, man. Free will is a really cool thing. And then what's the last topic that I had? The last topic I had was the amount of things that we can be competent at as a person. I guess the free will was like the perfect jumping point, and then now it's like the perfect segue and offshoot for that whole thing of being competent at like multiple things. And how it's actually wild that as a person you could be competent at multiple things and it's like nothing, you know what I mean? So I bring this up because this is based on a conversation I was listening to among my friends. So we like chilling there, whatever, we like chilling, we like talking and all of that, and we were talking about some other stuff, and then the conversation just like offshooted into them having a really intense 30 to 45 minute conversation on car engines. So they talked about car engines. So like faded, I got like, you know, bruiser like most, well, not most, but like some bruiser like car guys, whatever, cool, you know. But I'm like, alright, you know, whatever. And then yeah, dog, they were even talking like engine types, the whole shebang, bro, the whole shebang, talking about different cars and what engine fits best for this car and blah 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 blah. And I remember just chilling there thinking to myself that like, yo, y'all don't think that's crazy? Y'all just know all of that, but in the same breath it's like someone can know all that and then be able to perfectly recount the story of Romeo and Juliet for you. and also they can cook pop and ride a bicycle. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like I think sometimes like we be taking things that we can do like for granted. And you forget that like it's pretty wild. Like think of for example all of that stuff that you can do relative to being like a baby. You feel me? Like a baby can't ride a bicycle, but you can. You can ride a bicycle, you can read a book, you still know how to comprehend language. You still know how to have abstract thoughts. You feel me? You as a person can explain stuff that's hard to explain. You can explain like intangible feelings. Pretty damn bizarre, man. And you just walk around with that information. You just walk around there. You know what I mean? It's like that meme of that brew that's in the club. You know that meme where the guy's like standing in the corner and it's like they don't know that I know blase 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And like real talk, bro. People just walk past you every day, bro, and you're like, this person can probably like juggle a soccer ball really well. They can shop up on my hula hoop level. They can dance. They might be able to sing, and also they're competent at their crazy work, bro. Crazy work, bro. So like, yeah, dude, that's something to think about, man. That's really something to actually like think about and like ponder on. Okay, we're losing customers to Bahama Mamas when we beat them on music. Yeah, that's something to really think about, man. Think about it. Sit with that, and like, yeah, bro, like really sit with that, dog. Really sit with that and like just process that for a second. That like all this. Think about even this, bro. I'm literally on Twitch playing GTA, but I'm hosting a radio show, and at the same time I play GTA and I'm so competent at the game that I could do this without having to think about it. But at the same breath, it's like I could make some chicken in an air fryer if I wanted to. Crazy, bro. Crazy work. Let me reverse the car a bit so I don't blow it up. But that's something to think about, man. That's something to think about. So just remember that when you're walking around doing everything and you start thinking that, I'm not that great at stuff and blase blase blah. Just remember that you can do a bunch of stuff like that. You know, just using myself as an example, but like think about your own life and you'll realize like, bro, there's gang things I know how to do. And then it even harkens back to that thing I talked about when I spoke about like confidence. Then it's like, you know, always walk around kind of thinking of yourself like that. That like, yo, bro, I'm the brew that knows how to do blase 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 blah. You feel me? Yeah. There is a way for you to have confidence without becoming a dickhead. You feel me? But the government doesn't want you to know that, bro. They just don't. But yeah, you can have confidence and all of that jazz without being an asshole. So yeah. Anyway, I actually brushed through the topics a lot faster than I expected, and I went off on tangents that went surprisingly well. So that summarizes basically at least the topics I had in mind. As for right now, I guess now niggas gonna talk about some random bullshit. Do I have a story time today? Nah, I don't have one. I guess I gave y'all the story time already when I was explaining that like I did the 10,000 steps thing. So yeah. Almost grazed the trance. Yes. So like yeah, that's what's up. Anyway, yeah, man, I think I also once again feel the great exhale of being glad I did the show. So yeah, man, I'm really happy about that. Yes, I almost missed the thing, bruh. Oh, they both driving down. Let me hit the one on the right first. So let me buy there. Okay, so random BS time. Niggas was watching thing, bro. I was trying to watch The Bear, dog. Yo, I was trying to watch The Bear today. I was like, yo, Antana, because I've been seeing like the clips of The Bear pop up on my feed there by YouTube Shorts. Oh snap! I must also remember to put the clips up of the earlier episodes of the radio show. I must put them up on YouTube Shorts. Probably put it on like today. So back to what I was saying about seeing The Bear on my YouTube feed. Yeah, dog, I saw it there. So I've been seeing like the clips of the show and whatever. And I never finished watching like the show, man. I didn't finish watching all the episodes and whatnot. Yeah, I didn't finish all of that. So I thought about it and I was like, hey, I was like, hey. I was like, let me so much see if I can get back into watching the show. But instead of now maybe trying to start from scratch, I was like, but I did remember kind of like one of the seasons type of shit. And then this guy's a bit close to my trancy, like way too close. So yeah, that guy was like, I was trying to watch it, and then okay, try to watch it, whatever, and then I start getting into it, and then I realize, yo, boy, I'm lost. I realize I'm lost, boy. I'm like, oh, I'm lost. So I ended up not finding an episode, and then I just went back to watching American Gods, which if you haven't seen American Gods, it's pretty good. The Bear is also good too. If you haven't seen The Bear, like, you should watch it. That's a good show. I don't know if y'all have seen like those memes of that. I won't say he looks like Gordon Ramsay, but like there's this chef brew that they keep posting where they like, yeah, dog, you know how I feel after putting chicken in the air fryer, and then it just shows some chef looking brew. If you've seen that, that's the brew from The Bear. I don't know what the actor's name is, but that's the brew from The Bear. That's like the main brew. But yeah, there's that, and then American Gods just peak, bruh. If you like more my fantasy, but you don't want more my like, you don't want like a hard entry. If you want something that can ease you into fantasy without watching Lord of the Rings, for example, you can watch American Gods. Especially if you like Greek mythology, for example. You feel me? If you like more my Greek mythology level, then you will like American Gods. It's basically like on that type of time, but like with a modernized twist. So yeah, good show, man. Good, jolly good show. What else is like really good? Invincible's also cracking, boy. I can't lie. Invincible's also cracking, boy. Yeah, Invincible's also cracking. I gave up on JJK, boy. I gave up on JJK. All the brews that watch JJK, y'all are lying. If you tell me you got what's going on there, y'all capping, boy. Y'all capping. Maybe I'm just dumb, but like I think y'all capping. I think y'all also don't have what the hell's going on there. Like I was watching the fight. Even in the fight, the brews are explaining what's going down. And you know which fight broke me, dog. It was the fight where Yuji was fighting that judge brew. When he was fighting that judge brew, I was like, man, I don't even know what these brews are talking about right now. Even before he got to the judge brew, when he was fighting those other two brews there by the building, and then there was like 3 of them, and then that other brew came through with the weird outfit and whatever, and then he was like, let me help Yuji, blase, but he's like on some goofy timing type beat. Shit, pull at me, bro. They were trying to explain what's going there, and I was like, aye, dog, nah, bro. I just realized, I'm like, aye, dog, my time with this type of stuff is chaile now. Now I think when I watch anime and stuff, it's like I can only watch my slice of life level. Cause I did take the liberty of being like, let me actually peep Solanin. So yeah, I decided, let me go watch Solanin. And yeah, dog, I started reading the Solanin manga. It's really good. It is really, really good, man. That's one thing I will say.
All right,
off the cuff, off the boat.
Now let's hope that Uncle come
Yeah,
here
dude, it's
wearing
really good.
Hawaiian shirts
If
and
you have
sandals.
never read Solanin and you like manga, read it. It's pretty cool. If manga is not your style, there is a movie version of it which is apparently faithful to the adaptation. It's a faithful adaptation to like the manga. So yeah, the manga basically is like a movie, dog. Like slice of life is basically like, yeah, dog, you can, if it has a movie, you can just be like, I'll just watch the movie, you feel me? Because then you can, okay, I'm gonna blow my young 2 hours or whatever, and then it's done. As opposed to chapters and chapters of reading. But the upside of the manga, much like reading a book, is you can get more, I guess, background and like more subtext as to what was going on, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, some things are like you can't capture them visually, but you can describe it in words or maybe in panels, and then showing for example, like what the character's thinking, because that's something oftentimes in movies you have to visually show that the person's angry, as opposed to in something like manga where you can just use tone even to convey like anger or like darkness or like whatever. Speaking of darkness, y'all should also read the Darkness comics. If you haven't played the game, the Darkness is a pretty fucking cool game. I really like that game. It's a great game, man. Should I explain what the Darkness is about? You know what? Nah, bro. Cause I remember when I played the first Darkness game, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I bought the game like I bought the game. It was even second hand. I bought the game second hand at some other like game shop, which is also rare in South Africa these days, because we don't have game shops like before. So it wasn't even BT Games, gang. It was what's the name of the shop, dog? I don't remember, but the shop was it was in Jeppe though. It was a shop in Jeppe. And yeah, it was like Buma, it was I won't say mom and pop level, but like mom and pop level like game shop. So yeah, it was there in Jeppe. I bought the Darkness from there. And then cool, man, I bought the Darkness, and then I also bought Alan Wake. But my copy of the game was actually like messed up, so it didn't work. Sadly. W transaction though, man. W transaction. It was really cool. And then I faded, cool. Did all that, and then got chillada. Started playing the game, and what an experience, man. What a ride, bro. Especially the first one, bro. I think the second one, they didn't know how to capture like the visual style and the visual like the first one hits the visual style on the mark, but I'd argue that the second one is more faithful, like visually it's more faithful to like what's in the comics. Like it looks more accurate to like the comics basically. So it's like, for example, it's cell shaded. So for me it was like very off-putting because the first game's visual style is not cell shaded. So like, yeah, when you play the second one, like it's very noticeable. It's like, man, what the bro? It's it was weird, man. It was just weird. So like, yeah, it was that, and yeah, bro, great game, bro, great game. That's all I'm gonna say. Great game. You are gonna enjoy your whole time there, bro. You're gonna enjoy the whole ride, the whole spiel, boy. You're gonna enjoy it. It's just a good game, bro. It's just a good game. Yeah, bro. Great game. What am I looking for now? Let me go finish that robbery thing. The podium robbery that I was doing. So then I feel cool. That's the Darkness in a nutshell. And then any other games I can recommend off the top of my dome? What's this game on Steam? Killer is Dead. Killer is Dead is a relic of its time. If you enjoyed like those games that are like offshoots of like other games, like if you wanted to play Devil May Cry but like you didn't have Devil May Cry, you can play Killer is Dead. Killer is Dead is like Devil May Cry without Devil May Cry, but like it's Devil May Cry adjacent. Damn cool game, man. Damn cool game. Can feel a bit on the like pushy side. Like I wouldn't say it's a good game for streaming though. Like yeah, the game is quite like inappropriate, I can't lie. Yeah, that game is just hella inappropriate, I can't lie. So that's also kind of just like yeah, it makes me wonder like, yo, y'all niggas really put this in the game? That's wild, bro. What type of nigga thinks this shit is cool? But the combat and whatever is calm. Like apart from like the weird inappropriate shit, like yeah, the game is like, it seems like it's calm. Some of the character designs are kind of sussy though, bro. There was this other brute that I was fighting that was like basically butt booty naked, bro. That nigga was basically butt booty naked, and I was like, oh hell nah. And this nigga was there, bro, swinging his John around and whatnot. Well, he wasn't swinging his John around, but like, it was weird, man. It was just weird. Yeah. And also, it sucks because getting into it. Oh shit! I knocked that guy out for no reason. My bad. It's also wild because the game is like actually very buggy, bruh. That's the main issue with the game, is actually that it's buggy. So like I literally couldn't get past the stage where I was like fighting the second boss, yeah, the second boss in the game. And then I didn't even like see, but like on the Steam with the reviews, they're like, yo, this game is like a buggy mess, blah blah blah, and I was like, man, how could they allow this game to still be sold on Steam if like it's buggy? You know what I mean? I actually need a logic complaint for that. Not even so much about getting the how can I say it? The refund. That's the word I was looking for. But like, yeah, bro, that's what's up. So yeah, the game seems like it was gonna be like proper though.
It's over.
Oh, okay. I was also wondering like how.
Are you alright?
I'm like, which one is this one now? So yeah, that is that game. Alan Wake is really good. Alan Wake is really fucking good. That is a game I actually would not mind trying to play on stream. I think it has really good writing, really good atmosphere. At least to the extent of where I played the game. So remember when I was talking about the darkness and where I bought the game from? Yeah, so anyway, I also bought Alan Wake that day, and then I played it, but then that disc was faulty. So like there was like a certain section you'd get to in the game where like you couldn't progress past that point. But what I did get to play, that shit was amazing. Definitely one of those games that for me, I think it also slapped because I didn't have anything else to play at the time. So it was really good. And I find myself even now at that place. I mean, you know, niggas watch me switch from Overwatch, Street Fighter. You can definitely tell I'm in a place right now where niggas are strapped for options as far as what to play. I might even fuck around and just play that shit tonight, bro. Fuck it, why not? I'm done studying for today. Feel me? I just wanna like relax in my slacks and all of that. So yeah, I guess like after I finish this podium robbery thing, fuck it, man, we just gonna run up some Alan Wake, nigga. Why the fuck not, nigga? Free will. So yeah, see, goes back to that thing I was saying about free will. So yeah, dude, Alan Wake is a really good game. Also, I don't want to explain what that game is about because when I first played it, I went in there blind. Go into the game blind. Don't watch like a YouTube video about the game and whatever. Luckily, it's not any game that's not Dark Souls, bruh. You feel me? Alright, dog. You can go into it blindly. Unless, like, as far as like the old games are concerned, I think yeah. With newer games, I'd say yeah, alright, it's fine. You can look at my review level before you like buy the game. You know, cause yeah. But there are also some games that are like, you know what I mean, like really, you feel me? Like Doom: The Dark Ages. Really, bro, you feel me? Like, I was playing Doom, and I was playing Doom 2018 and Doom Eternal. Man, I don't know what the story is. I had to watch a YouTube video. Shout out to who's this guy that makes really good YouTube videos about that. You guys must check out if you want to get the Doom lore. Skyrion. I hope I'm referring to the right guy. Yeah, cause he makes videos about Half-Life, and also he made some videos about Doom. And then another brew that's also fresh that talks about Gears of War, if you're into Gears of War, and the lore there is a guy called Cynic. Can't lie, Cynic, I ain't gonna lie, bro. As far as like lore brews, he's on the Mount Rushmore, boy. He's on the Mount Rushmore. Cynic, Skyrion. Also play Half-Life 2, nigga. And even if you haven't played the first one, boy, I played that game, and that game is peak. That game is peak. If you haven't played Half-Life 2, go play Half-Life 2. That game is peak. I even got to play it on PS3. It was crazy. So shout out to one of my brews. A brew named Stuart. He like borrowed me the game, and it came in a pack, bro. It came in a pack. So it came in this what? I don't know if it's like a Valve box or something like that, but like it had Half-Life 1. It had Half-Life. I don't know if it had Half-Life 1 on it, and then it had Half-Life 2, and then it also had Team Fortress on it. Oh, and nah, it didn't have Team Fortress was there, I think, and then it also had Portal. Yeah, so it was like Half-Life 2, Portal, and like Team Fortress or some shit like that. And that shit was great. That shit was great, nigga. I played Half-Life 2 to my heart's content, nigga. That shit was peak. Yeah, dude. Like, also another game. I don't want to explain it. Just play the game. I don't explain it. Don't look up a video. It's definitely gonna, in my opinion, it might ruin the. You feel me? Like, it's one of those games that like if you watch someone play it, it doesn't look as cool as once you play it and you start getting like into the story and all of that. Like, it's one of those type of games that's like, it looks better when you play it than if you're watching someone play it. So yeah, man. Cynic, Mount Rushmore. He also made some lore videos about Ghost of Tsushima, which is a game that I don't like. I don't like that game because I already went through like my phase of like playing Assassin's Creeds and like all of that jazz. And then now I'm just at a point where it's just like, yeah, dog, I'd rather just play. I prefer like more linear games, which is ironic considering I'm playing GTA, right? So it's like, how can you say you want to play games that are more linear but you're playing GTA? Well, GTA is different. GTA is like, I'm not gonna play it for the story. If GTA 6 comes out today, I just want to play GTA Online. I don't even care about like the story, honestly. Yeah, I'd be more interested in playing the online thing of the game. So yeah, to go back to why niggas don't like Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, dude, I played a lot of Assassin's Creed when I was like growing up. So by the time I got older, like open world games just felt more tedious than when I was like younger. Like when I was younger and I didn't have like that burnout from like playing all that stuff, it was fine, you know what I mean? But I remember feeling that fatigue when I played Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Flag. You know, with Black Flag, I'm not gonna lie, the story was solid enough to hold it down. But Assassin's Creed 3 kind of had that thing where I was like, yo, it is kind of annoying traversing in some of the sections there. Like, for example, if you want to like fast travel to the guy's like main homestead or whatever, and then you have to like you have to run from like the edge of the place to like where the house is, and it's like it's quite of a distance, even though like you're sprinting there. Yeah, man, hella collectibles, all of that. Like, yeah, I can't lie, bro. Yeah, so that's why I don't like Ghost of Tsushima. I'm just like, man, this map is big as hell, and I kind of just want to go through the main story, and like, yeah, you know. And also like the story just didn't grab me like that until I watched like Cynic's videos on it, and I was like, oh snap, hold up, this actually got some shit going. Even Ghost of Yote, I'm more into the lore than I am into the game. So like that's also like a weird offshoot I've been having recently, is that like some games I just like hearing about their lore more than anything else. Oh shit, it's here. Only way for me to get through this shit is to get an armored car. So like, yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Is gaming dead in the Big 26?
For some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Think so. I don't think it's bad. I think gaming is just as fine. It's just as good as it ever was. Especially if you're on PC. Yeah, I can't lie, because PC is like you can play multiple generations of games. Not that you can't do it on like consoles or whatever, but I don't know, maybe what if you wanted to play something like hella obscure, like on my PS1 live, but it's not even one of those Johns that you can even find like on the stores and whatnot. You feel me? So that's the dope thing about PC. They allow you to be able to play stuff like that. So yeah, gaming's as good as it's ever been, man. I think there's something for everyone. There's the kind of games that you play that you can sink hours into, even though it's like, yeah, you're not playing it for the story. Like, I like playing GTA Online as a game for de-stressing. I think it's a great game to play for that, because yeah, it takes like very little brain power. And I think maybe at the beginning, or yeah, it's like when you're still like trying to figure out how to get better at doing certain things, like, yeah, you know, it can be a bit more of a learning curve. But apart from that though, like, dog, it does hit like a wall, and then you're like, done. Everything is so simple now, dog, you know. So yeah, I think there's something for everyone. And niggas that are talking about
Disgusting if we want the LSDS to come through here. I'd start with those tankers. Oh, I can't even imagine what's in there. But if that doesn't summon the cleanup crew, then I don't want to know what will. I take my job seriously.
So yeah, that's pretty much like my take on that, man. Do I have anything more to say? Not really, bro. I think, yeah, dog, I've said about everything I could say. So
Hey, it's a start, but let's stay
yeah, man.
Unscrew the
Yeah.
valves and let it rain, baby.
I think now niggas just must.
That's what it is, right?
Damn, this nigga really just stood there. Shit crazy.
Trying to prove.
Get out the way, bro. Ooh.
What do you think you're doing? What's your problem?
Yo, crazy.
What the fuck are you doing?
Damn, bro, there's hella niggas that are like shooting here, bro. Damn.
Out of here! You can't be around here!
Oh shit, bro.
Hit the deck! Come on, man! Let's go! Back! Back! Back!
Yo, we got a problem here?
So yeah, that's about that, man. My mind just went blank, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, button. Yeah, button.
You got something to say to me?
Yeah, bro. What?
Drop your weapon!
Nigga.
What the fuck do you want?
Ooh. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm literally gonna die. Okay, oh yeah. Should be normal.
My partner got hit.
Yo, the fuck? Oh, here we go. It's crazy, right? I can say all that shit and then all of a sudden niggas just go blank. That's the way it be, man. That's just real life, bro. You have a bunch of shit to say and then eventually you're just like, man, I think that's enough for me. So, yeah. Hey, let me not break the door.
What do you think you're? Hey, what's going? Look out! You fucker!
Can I just run across this?
I'm gonna stand my ground.
So I can.
Oh, shit. Hey, what's your problem?
Okay, cool.
Dick.
Oh,
Oh,
Bruh.
God.
oh, bruh. Bruh!
Get on the floor.
Yo, that was embarrassing. Oh shit, it's 11.
Drop the weapon. Hey, you gotta go. What the fuck are you doing? You fucker.
Nah, nigga got caught lacking. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so those are all the games that I could think of right now that are worth playing. There's obviously like way more than that though. Yeah. There's always gonna be more than that. But yeah, as far as like right now, that's what I could get out the way. So yeah, dog. Play all that, you feel me? Play all that. Have a good time with all that. Yeah, man, just. Ooh, what the? Y'all tripping.
You idiot.
Man, what? I hope I didn't shoot the fucking tires, bro.
It actually worked!
Alright.
Okay, they gotta have some
So
spare uniforms in the back of the
yeah,
van.
dog. Those are the games I could think of so far to play.
Good shit.
Interesting. Gargoga Bob. Spotida. What's that, Spotida? I'm going to go the Kotsikin. But the Kotsikins are madmen. Chat, y'all know what game that's from? Want y'all to think real long and hard about that one. Pulled a deep cut. Give you guys a hint. Born. What y'all know about that Born? You feel me? Okay. No, it's not ringing any bells. Have y'all Bruce ever seen a movie called Born Identity? Okay. I will take the silence as y'all have not seen Born Identity. So what is Born Identity? It's basically an action movie with the boy Matt Damon. Young Matt Damon though. This is like pre-buff Matt Damon. And like yeah, he's like one of Navy SEALs or like CIA agent, but then he got shot and then basically has amnesia. And then yeah, bro, he goes through this process of like trying to remember like what's going on with him. But at the same time, he still has the skills of being like a CIA Navy SEAL type of nigga.
I'm sorry, I'm done, I
Yeah,
swear.
and he goes around like just beating people up and shit. So they made a game about that. They made a game that was basically like they made a game based on the movie. And it was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good. Shout out to that era where they used to make movies and then they used to make like games for movies. Good times, bro. Good times. But yeah, it was a good ass game. Very, very fun, man. Very cool combat system. The combat system would get a bit flaky once you start adding like guns into the mix. So if you had a level that for example, if there was a combination of like guns and people you could fight with in the level, that's when the game would look kind of like weird, because it had this weird screen that was like it looked like Boma like in a fighting game. So it would show the characters from like waist up, and then you're just seeing them like in their fighter pose or like whatever. So it looks think of like Boma UFC type beat. And then also once you're done fighting like that, you can also run and take cover. It was very strange. But it was cool. It was cool. Very great game. It even had you could do like sprinting takedowns. That was really fucking dope. And also like just the takedowns in general were cool. The boss fights were really cool because you would have like it would recreate a scene from the movie, then you'd have to fight the boss. And they have like different like fighting moves and whatever that you'd have to like parry, and it was really cool. Another movie game that was also really cool was Wanted. So I don't know if y'all have seen the movie Wanted, but there's a game that they made, which is, I would say the game is, it's like it has aspects from the comics but also aspects from like the movie. But yeah, Wanted Weapons of Faith, man, it's really cool actually. Really cool game. Also had the whole thing of like you being able to curve bullets and shit. It was great. Another game that also had this mechanic of curving bullets or something like that, or curving a projectile, was a game called Dark Sector, which is also another deep cut, man. Crazy. Which was also surprisingly a fucking good game. So Dark Sector was, I don't know what the story of the game is, but basically you this brew that has this like weird armor type of thing, and you end up getting like this like boomerang thing. It's basically a boomerang, and then you like throw the boomerang and shit, and then like you're busy fighting like military brews and shit, and you're throwing around this boomerang. And then the whole gameplay gimmick was that when you're not shooting people, you can use like the boomerang to kill someone that's in cover. So you throw the boomerang, and then basically it gives you like a screen where you can control the boomerang. So you see how like Batman, you see in Batman games when you throw the batarang, but there's that batarang where you can throw it, and then you have that thing where you can control like how fast it goes and everything. Yeah, so basically I would argue Dark Sector was the first game to make that specific fucking mechanic. And it built the whole game around that mechanic. So you would throw this fucking boomerang thing, and then maybe say there's like electricity hitting the water. So then you could hit the boomerang through the water, and then it would catch the electricity or it'd catch the fire, and then after that you hit like a target. Very fucking cool. And then the boss fight was the same thing. You play around that gimmick of whatever, that you can't really just shoot the boss like normally. You have to use the boomerang thing. Very, very cool, man. Bionic Commando was also really cool. I never got to like finish the game. I never got to even play it like really proper. Another game that was also really fucking good was what's this game, bruh? Alone in the Dark, nigga. Alone in the Dark was good, bro. Alone in the Dark was good, bro. I don't give a fuck what they say, boy. Alone in the Dark was good. That's another game that was also peak. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I ain't even going to explain that one because also I played it not knowing what the fuck it was about. It was really cool too because like the homie that borrowed it to me also ended up giving me the toy that he got with the game. So he got like a special edition of the game that came with like a figurine. That was the one that was like basically the first and only time that I've ever owned a figurine, man. So shout out to that bro, man. Trill nigga for real, bro. Put me on. Put young nigga like me on. The Afro Samurai game also fucking slept on. That shit was also peak. Dude, like, man, nigga, like, they don't make them like that no more. I hate to be one of those niggas that's like, yo, they really don't make that shit like that anymore. It sound like a really old nigga. Not that Fortnite and shit isn't cool. Like, Fortnite and shit is cool, but like, damn, bro. That time was also like really, really fucking cool, man. Yeah. And I think also games weren't scared to be on some more like wonky shit. I think like there's a certain whimsy that the games don't really have nowadays. And there's a certain homogenized look that all games have nowadays that I feel like they didn't have that before. So yeah. But anyway. Yeah, enough of me lamenting about like the good old days when I was coming up and all that shit. Modern Warfare 3 though, also peak. The story, the gameplay, that's my favorite one. I know a lot of people say like Modern Warfare 2 is like their pinnacle one, but I ain't gonna lie, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Come on, please, God, don't shoot me. Take it.
So yeah, that was pretty much it, bro. Was that like a certain whimsy, certain wonder, certain sparkle the games had that I'm like, man, they ain't got that shit no more, man. They ain't got that shit no more, man. But also, I also think it's because I was young and I wasn't someone that was playing hella games. I think that's also a reason why like Bruce be looking back at games from back then, like they were all really that amazing. If I'm gonna keep it a buck, there was a lot of games that had pop stories, bruh. Like ain't shit changed in that department. All the niggas that are saying Antana, all the old games have like the best stories and whatnot. They don't all have great ass stories, bruh. There are also games where it's like, you know what I mean? Like I played Dark Sector, but it's like, do I remember the fucking story of that game? Hell nah. You feel me? They were hella duds. It was hella duds. Ask me now, bro. What's the storyline for Splinter Cell Double Agent? I don't know. I just know I was just like sneaking around and shit as Sam Fisher. That's all I remember about the game. It's like, yeah, I used to sneak around and the game was heavy on the stealth, which was also like very weird at that time because a lot of games didn't have stealth. So when you played a stealth game, it felt like hella hard, a lot more difficult than the average game just because you were like, damn, dog, I gotta sneak around and shit, man. Why can't I just shoot these niggas? You know what I mean? And then also your character felt really fucking heavy and weighty, which was also something that wasn't very common back then. But yeah, dog, all that BS of niggas saying like, yo, all the story games were like peak back then. Yeah. God, there's a PS2 game I played called Big Mother Truckers. Shit. Niggas, yeah, go look that shit up, bro. That shit was crazy. I still can't believe like my cousin got that shit, bro. I played it at my cousin's house. Wild shit, bro. Shit wild, bro. Wild, like shit. Yeah. But Xbox was peak, man. Fable 2, fucking perfect. For me, that's the best Fable. It's the first time I played, and for me, it was the best one. Fable 3, they homogenized some stuff, but yeah, they also took some of the, I don't know, dog. Something like they just struck lightning in a bottle when they made Fable 2. I'm gonna keep it a bug. They just struck lightning in a bottle. gonna keep it a buck. And yeah, I played the first Fable, and I tried. I was like, yeah, I don't really fuck with this. I tried playing Fable Anniversary. I was like, man, I don't fuck with this. Fable 2 is the best one. Halo 3, goated, bro. I don't even wanna like fucking goated. Halo 4, also really fucking good. I just feel that not that the story was underdeveloped, dog. The story was I like the story of Halo 4. I haven't played Halo 5 though. What other game is peak? Even Halo 1, bro. Halo 1, the only thing I didn't realize when I bought the game was that it's a remaster of the first Halo. I remember playing it and being like, why the fuck are the graphics like this, bruh? Even though there's like an HD remaster, but I was like, yo, this doesn't look as crispy as Halo 3 and 4. And then yeah, but it was good. Halo 2, also really good. I never got to finish it though. I really do want to finish that game though. I want to finish Halo 2, so I'm gonna buy the Master Chief Collection at some point. Yeah, man, the Halo games are just goated, bruh. Halo games are just goated. Never got to play Killzone. Did want to play it though. Never got to play Resistance also. But then again, I was an Xbox bro, so like yeah, Resistance and shit. We wasn't playing that on Xbox. Yeah, Xbox felt like you were playing more obscure titles. And I think that's also what made it a better experience for gaming, was that you would have to play a bunch of shit that's not God of War and whatever. Cause like there by PlayStation, it's like yeah, all the niggas had like the more like well-known games. You know what I mean? If you had an Xbox, it's highly likely a lot of shit you played is like niggas don't know what game that is. Like I played fucking Lost Planet Extinction, and it's like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, yeah, nigga, if you had an Xbox, yeah, boy, can't lie. You had to start reaching when you were buying games. You had to take real chances. You had to take real chances on games. You had to be like, this game looks interesting. Let me see what's happening. Let me see what's happening with it. You know what I'm playing? You know what I'm saying? We had to play shit like Dante's Inferno. Yep. Dante's Inferno, bro. Which also was a good game. Really fucking dark though. I remember that game was so crazy. I couldn't even play it like when my family was at the house. So I was in primary school and I was like, yo, I can't play this with my family at the crib. I even had to steal it from like the brew that had the game. I had to steal the game. So like he would borrow me games and shit like that, but obviously because I'm a fucking kid, he was like, yo, I can't give you like the super violent games. So he was like, yo, I can't borrow you Afro Samurai. I can't borrow you Dante's Inferno. He was like, Dante's Inferno is even like the worst one. He's like, nigga, I definitely can't give you that shit. And I was like, cool. And then eventually, like, I stole that shit, nigga. I stole that shit. So what I did was, I took a game cover from one of the games he was fine with me borrowing. It was like Lost Planet or something like that. So I took that game, and then I put the Dante's Inferno inside of there, cause he used to have his discs inside of like inside of a pouch. CD pouches, boy. What y'all know about CD pouches, boy? Yeah. So anyway. He used to put all of his games like there, and then the covers would be like on the shelves and whatever. So I just took one of the covers for a game that's like, okay, I know he'll let me borrow this. Then I put the game in there. I quickly like switched it out, and then I was like, yeah, can I borrow this game? And he was like, all right, cool, it's fine. And then yeah, that's how I took the game. Imagine, I was fucking 9 years old, plotting and scheming on that level, bro. Kids are intelligent. Don't sleep on a kid's medulla. Cause I'm not gonna lie, even I'm like, yo, that's some advanced, like, that's advanced tactics right there. I can't lie, those are some pretty advanced tactics, if I do say so myself. But yeah, that's what I was doing. So I feel you. I took the game from, and then yeah, I thought I played the game, and like, holy helly, man, holy helly. That game was just you being a brute that's going to hell to go fetch his matey. Shit was crazy, bro. I was like, man, what the fuck going on here? What the hell? It was crazy. But yeah, enjoyable experience. I don't know if I managed to finish the game though. I probably did, but yeah, yeah, it was a really cool game. Hella violent though. Yeah, so that's what was up. And then another game that I also got to play that's also like slept on that I think a lot of niggas should play. Kane and Lynch. Kane and Lynch, man. It was crazy because it was like playing a GTA-esque type of game. But it also had co-op, which I think was fucking peak. I wish they could make more games like that. Like that game is also a gem and a relic of its time, bro. Kane and Lynch was amazing, bro. Kane and Lynch was fucking amazing. Cause it was like a dark story, and like yeah, y'all were also like shooting niggas up. So I was like, yo, that's cool, bro. That is some really cool shit. But now that I think of it, they were talking about some really fucked up shit in that game, bro. I had no business playing that shit with my cousin when I was fucking like 9 years old or whatever. I had no business playing that shit. But we played that shit anyway. It was great. Managed to get through the whole game. Shit was peak. Yeah, man. Kane and Lynch, bro. I never got to play the... Fuck! Never got to play the sequel. I never got to play the sequel, Dog Days. Never got to play that shit. But I do want to play that shit though. Nice. I do want to play the sequel. Yeah, man. Because the sequel also looks fucking crazy, bro. Like that shit looks mental. Yeah. But yeah, the first one has a special place in my heart. The first Kane and Lynch, Dog Days. I mean, not Dog Days. Dead Men. That shit was peak, bro. That shit was peak. But the game also, as far as like the UI is concerned, the game does look somewhat undercooked. I'm not gonna lie, like it does look a bit undercooked because of its like, I suppose you can say minimalist style. Like there wasn't like a whole lot of shit going on like in the HUD. It was basically more of a thing of like I guess it was to keep it closer to like reality, that like there isn't like a whole lot of shit going on your screen. You feel me? But yeah, shout out to that game, bro. Peak. Another relic of the past that was fucking great was a game called Time Splitters. If y'all have never played Time Splitters, go fucking play Time Splitters. It's a great game, especially if you have 2 controllers, man. Get a buddy, play Time Splitters. Fucking shit is peak. Even the multiplayer is also more peak. I remember I got to play it many years later. I got to play like the multiplayer and we got to hit like a 4-player type of thing. It was great, man. Go play Time Splitters. Fucking great game. Also relic of its time. I don't remember what the story is about. I just remember like used to just shoot people and the characters looked really goofy and really playful in how they were designed. Great shit, man. Great fucking shit. Also interesting because it was a game that it was a shooting game that had characters that had different hitboxes. So for example, you could play a character that's like maybe as tall as about like knee level, and they're going around shooting, and the hitbox is like the same. The hitbox is like by the knees. You feel me? So yeah, dude, great game. Great fucking game. Yeah. I'll do the thing when I come back. Let me go sort out this thing. Oh, Black Villain. Nice. Yeah. I'm honestly tired of talking, bro. Keep it a bug. Now, I'm just gonna chreza a bomb. Cause like, yo, I've been yapping. And my lips are parched. Nigga, I need some... Reason why I can't play the music of this game is because it's all copyright and shit. In case niggas were wondering. Yeah, it says.
It's been so good getting close to you.
Okay, that's a peculiar choice of words.
Hey,
Can you tell me what telescopes you have in stock? I want to lick your face all over.
Parking is terrible.
Take one. Hey,
Maybe also asking yourself, why don't I play on like an RP server? I'm antisocial, gang. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm antisocial, man. At least like when it comes to like games and shit. I'm not the kind of brew that like is gonna make friends with like brews that I'm like random brews or whatever online. Them type of interactions feel like it's super rare now, to be honest. At least for me, bruh. Though it might be possible if like they give what's this game proximity chat.
how we doing out there?
GTA 6. At least like during the first week, I think it might be, you know, yeah, first couple of months of the game, I think it might be easier for you to get like the proximity level and what, yeah. But then again, I don't know. At this point, I also just stopped trying, bro. So yeah, I could also just be I'm probably the problem, because I'm not even trying to like do all that shit. But shout out to niggas that do be on that shit though. Yeah, gaming can be a bit naughty to get into, can't lie. Yeah, I guess it also just depends on what game you're playing, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way I could put it. That's the best way I could put it. What time is it? Yeah, it's 20 past 11. Me after the thing, I'm actually gonna gonna go straight to one-way ticket to La La Land. Alan Wake, Zoe born. Tomorrow's another day. So what? Tomorrow's Friday. So what? Since it's Friday, I will be able to play like my Street Fighter, and then do the radio show. And then after that, I'll be able to getting into it. I'll be able to play Alan Wake. Yeah, cause then at least I can mentally prepare myself, and also kind of like put more of like a specific time on when to do everything. Yeah. But as of right now, man, I'm tired as hell, man. Yeah, I'm tired as hell, man. Okay.
Hey, girl.
Oh shit. Oh, Duff. Okay. Okay. Damn. That's a lot of money. The fuck?
Off the carbs, you know?
I got an investor on hold. He's ready to make the jump. I'm telling you, little soul needs toy robot bar.
Still walk around with the 50 cal. So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow, dog. Is that like Bruce will be more prepared, or I'll do the radio show first and then I'll do everything else. Cause the radio show I can kind of knock it out like before I start everything else. Yeah. Well, if I decide to do an episode also, cause yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll not have anything to talk about, and then I'll just be like, yeah, well, I don't have anything to talk about, and then yeah. So yeah, there is that to consider, but we'll see, man. There's honestly no pressure. I'm gonna keep it a beanie bean. There's really no pressure on any of this shit. Ain't no pressure on nothing. And then, oh yeah, I must upload this broadcast there by YT. By YTT. By YTT. By way of the YTT. This nigga said this ain't my year. It's not my year. Damn. Oof. Beautiful. Surgical. Ouch. You watch it. Why were you standing there? It's under the bridge, isn't it? Oof. Nice. Gotta go to La Puerta. Y'all niggas know about that La Puerta. And then after this, they're gonna give me 100 bands, and then I'm gonna have another 100 bands. Then what am I gonna do with that money? I don't know. Oh shit, I forgot, bro. I have a warehouse. I have 2 warehouses. Let's just tell this Bruce there about a warehouse. Get it together, man. Get that shit together, brother. Cause I said so.
Oh, you are dead. Shit, my boys. The homeboy took a bullet.
That guy sounds like Kendrick Lamar.
Fucking asshole. You ain't going nowhere. Jesus. Get up, you piece of shit. God, sucker. Piece of shit.
My head itches, boy.
You going?
Relax, please. All right. All right. You're rubbish. Oh, rubbish.
All right. That ought to keep our reputation a couple of steps from the gutter. Nice work.
Esse bom maré relevo. Oh my god! Tell Bruce know about that. Oh my god. Excuse me. Akina anda tawa yari weave. Akina 5,000 ya muriri. What? Gatonya, 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 Tonya, Tonya, Gatonya, 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 Tonya, Tonya, Gatonya, 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 Tonya, Tonya. Damn, it's cold. What? Okay, I'll put this bad boy on charge.
You're fine, right? Sure.
It's bom maré relevo. La 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 la. Right. 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 I had a plan. I just need a goddamn platform. Right. Right. I had a plan. I like trains. I like that. Man, what y'all know about that? What y'all know about that ASDF movie? That's that elite ball knowledge on the YouTube, kid. Man, what? Okay. nigga said I keep it real all day 100. This nigga not keeping it real, bro. Every day. When are you keeping it real? Cap.
You know, I thought this town would have more weird people. Oh, please.
Hello.
How we doing? You got it. Leave it to me.
Bye. Okay, let me go.
Every day is a blessing. Well, what the hell ever then?
Just had to let the heat die down, you feel me? Nigga said Eastside Baller Gang. How much cash is it? Oh, they don't tell you. Interesting. Okay, 39K. Cool. Okay.
Hey.
Damn, damn. Damn, what?
Idiota!
Jesus, what a bowler! You wanna tussle?
I'm taking this back, bitch!
Fuck.
I never lose.
Yo, this is so crazy.
Hey, you fucking cocksucker!
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I don't think firefights has had to die over all that. Man, foot. Just kidding. I've been waiting to say it. Yeah, isikhathi sokulala manje. Shit you not. Yeah, I need to move this goddamn salvage yard location, bruh. But the crappy thing about some of these places is like you put the building in the city and then they still make you go fetch the thing from far away. And then it makes you realize that like either way, bro, I'm still gonna drive, dog. Don't make no difference. Realized, you know what? I don't want to do this robbery, dog. I don't want to do this robbery. Cannot be asked, bro. As soon as I drop this thing off these gas masks, I'm out of here, bro. I am out of here. I am too tired for this. Yeah, no. Akira Kane. All this long talk about who did what and who did who. I'm out of there, blood. I'm out of there, blood. Can't be asked. Cannot be asked. For the life of me. Damn, this place is fun. That time I do all this like I don't have a sparrow. But the reason why I'm driving is just so I can mize some more time in the game. Because I'm trying to have my nightclub fill up with product and wah. Or maybe I'm gonna just go sell the product there by the nightclub. Decisions. Whoa. Almost crashed. Interesting. Never thought about it like that. I guess we'll keep it for tomorrow's episode of the show. Anyway, this is it for me, man. This is it for me. Y'all brews have a good end to your day. Good to be here as always when I do get the time. Yeah. As far as being consistent about this, man, I ain't getting paid for this shit, so I'll be doing it when I have time. And also the radio show is the thing I'm enjoying like the most. So yeah, but I think I'm finally breaking out of my shell in terms of being able to like talk and whatever. Anyway, that's all from me, man. That is all from me. Y'all niggas have yourselves a good one. See y'all niggas when I see y'all niggas, man.